Hello friends, in this video lecture we will be discussing an important question regarding specific relief act. So the issue is whether whether specific relief act is a substantive law or a procedural law. So the issue is that whether substantive relief act is a substantive law or procedural law. तो देखिए ऐसा जनरल सेंस में या प्राइमा फेसाई सुनने में ऐसा लगता होगा कि स्पेसिफिक रिलीफ एक्ट इज अ सब्सटैंटिव लॉ। तो इसके पहले देखते हैं कि सब्सटैंटिव लॉ होता क्या है। सो सब्सटैंटिव लॉ आर दोज विच डिफाइंस द राइट्स एंड ड्यूटीज ऑफ द people, but procedural laws lays down the rules with the help of which they are enforced. So the procedural law will lay down the rules with the help of which such rights or duties can be enforced, but substantive laws will be the one which defines the rights and duties of the people. Okay, so इसमें देख सकते हैं कि जैसे इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट है, okay, that is a substantive law, but CPC like Code of Civil Procedure, that will be procedural law. Okay, that will be procedural law. So Indian Contract Act will be the substantive law. It will be creating the rights and duties of the people or of the parties contracting, but it will be CPC, the Code of Civil Procedure, which will tell the procedure of how to execute such rights and duties of the contracting party, because contracts will be in is of civil nature. Okay, so this is what the difference between substantive and procedural law is. So as far as SRA is concerned, it is a procedural law. So SRA is not a substantive law, it is a procedural law, except section 6 of SRA, which is substantive in nature. ठीक है, तो अब देखिए, इवन तो देखने में ऐसा लगता है कि सब्सटैंटिव लॉ, अरे specific relief act is a substantive law, but if we see the specific relief act, what it is doing, it is somewhat enforcing the contract act, जो उसके बाकी लॉस के जो प्रोविजंस है, अगर उनका वायलेशन होता है, सो इट इज गिविंग अ रिड्रेसल, अ जुडिशियल रिड्रेसल, okay, that the person has to specifically perform it. So somewhere it is not creating a right and duties of the people. Okay, so substantive law is one which creates the rights and duties of the people. So in specific relief act, such creation of right and duties of people is not there. Therefore SRA is a procedural law, except section 6, in which rights and duties of the people or of the contracting party is created. So it is substantive in nature. Okay, so if we see that unlike CPC में सारे procedures दिए हुए हैं, SRA does not provide for the proceeding तो CPC ही provide कर रहा है. But since SRA is not creating any right or duties, it will be called as procedural law. So since it is not creating any rights and duties, so it is not a substantive law. So if it is not a substantive law, therefore we are deeming it to be a procedural law. Okay, except section 6 of the act. So Mulla is a very authoritative book. Even the Supreme Court judges, they also rely on this authority book. So even they have regarded SRA as a procedural law. So according to Mulla also, SRA is a procedural law. ठीक है. The same thing was also held in Adhunik Steel versus Orissa Manganese Mineral Private Limited. It was a case of 2007. Okay, the same thing was held, that it was held that SRA is a part of law of procedure. SRA is a part of law of procedure, as specific relief is a form of judicial redress. Okay, so since specific relief is not creating any rights and duties of the parties, therefore it will be the part of law of procedure, as specific relief is a form of judicial redress. ठीक है, अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग पार्टीज राइट्स एंड ड्यूटीज का वायलेशन करती हैं, then specific relief act can give a judicial redress, and court can ask the defaulting party to specifically perform such act. Okay, therefore specific relief act is said to be the law of procedure and not a substantive law. So SRA is a procedural law except section 6, which is substantive in nature. So thank you all.